Hi everyone, so today I would like to talk about a really interesting thing that I think might be a really cool thing to sort of try out for everybody, as maybe a sort of experiment should you have mental health or anxiety. So I've learned through my life that having a passion for something really helps your mental health like the world of good. And so I'm lucky enough that I'm very passionate about a lot of things. It doesn't mean, however, that my anxiety is being cured whatsoever. But what it does mean is that certain days are a lot better than others because of the fact that I have a passion. So my passion is being in the outdoors as well as music. So like I said, I have a few passions. I also like reading and reading about psychology and all these types of things. I'm just basically a geek. But even though I have all of those things that I'm very passionate about, I have extremely crippling mental health and anxiety, and it can vary on a daily basis. But I think for me, like, I know that it would be a hell of a lot worse if I didn't have a passion or something that I was genuinely invested in. Now, you might have something like art or anything else, but this video is specifically for the people who don't feel like they have a passion. Because what I'm saying to you is get one. Find something that you really enjoy and that you like. And even if it is the most ridiculous thing, like, skipping, or I'm not saying skipping is ridiculous, by the way, just want to clarify that. Even if it is, I don't know, trying to think, gardening, that's not ridiculous, but you see what I'm trying to say. Even if it is like bird watching or train spotting or something like that, doesn't matter what it is. If you have a passion, it gives you a focus and a drive, and it might be one of those things that helps you when you have that. And then what I normally do is that within my passion, I try and set myself targets or goals. So for me with the outdoors, it's basically like, right, okay, what am I going to do today? Okay, right, let's try and see if we can find a ruin today. And then I'll go out and find like a ruin of a moat or a ruin of a villa or a ruin of a church. And that'll be my target for the day. You can also have targets of the week. I mean, that's another thing for me. So normally for me, I've normally had like one day in the week where it'll be the big projects because you may be working. So you might not have that time to do that, but it's about expressing your passion. And I think that's a great way to help with mental health. Literally having something that you feel you can invest time into that can distract's probably the wrong word, but because I don't really, it shouldn't really be a distraction. It should just be a pure enjoyment about something. I don't care what you're saying out there, because some of you might be like, well, I don't have a passion. You guaranteed you do, you just don't know it yet. Or it might be something so, like I said, mundane, you don't even think of it as being a passion. And even at your lowest time, at your lowest ebb, I'm sure there is something that you like doing. Whether it's listening to music is a passion. Listening to music can be a passion, just listening to it. Finding artists, maybe that's an idea that you can invest in doing. So say, like I said, if you had a target goal of your passion, you'd be like, right, I want to find a band that is a really good replica of the bands that I'm liking at the moment. So discover a new band, and then that can be your passion. Check out their albums, check out downloads, check out whatever they've got. Do that could be a passion. And it will make those really bleak days just a little bit lighter, because it has done for me. We accept that when we get like anxiety and mental health, we always, for most of our lives, we'll probably have it. It's one of them unfortunate acceptances. But I think by having a passion can really sort of help you sort of have some really thoughtful times and some really interesting times in life, and it just helps you have some target and focus. And it's not a cure by any means, but it definitely gives you something to invest time in. And then that's when you get into situations where you might sort of find clubs, or you might find communities that you might be, that you never knew existed. I complain a lot personally about the fall of humanity will come at the expense of technology, but I also believe that actually in the right hands, technology can be used for some amazing amounts of good in this world. And that's when you can obviously research, find some people who've got similar passions to you. Like I said, no matter how strange they are, I mean, come on, the internet, the world is a big place. I'm sure there's stuff out there that, you might be really interested in, where it's specific things like, G.I. Joes, or whether it is guitars from the 1950s. They might be your passions, very, very niche things, but I'm sure there are people out there who have exactly the same type of thing. You are not alone in this world, and you are not alone by having those types of things. And so it will make the days just easier. And I hope that that might be something you'd like to consider, and just invest some time in it. Give it a try. If not, what about the idea of like having a new passion? So you might either have a passion already and you got bored of it, or you might want to try a new one. What about doing that? Trying to find something you might be really invested in time-wise. You might be like, do you know what? I've always wanted to have a go at this, and then try it. There is no harm in life about trying things. My parents always joke at me, like it was a common phrase of like, what was it about food? Because I'm such a fussy eater. Well, I think I'm fussy, I'm not that bad. Mushrooms and cold food. That's it. But it's always been that classic thing of like, well, how do you know you don't like it until you try it? Well, I think that's really the most important thing. I think it's something you should always live by, If you don't know, then if you don't know by trying it, you're not going to know, are you, whether you like it or not? And you might be really good at it and you never know. And I think that's the thing. And the most important thing about all of this is it doesn't need to have people sort of showing you where to go, because you can just find it for yourself. I'm sure when you're watching this out there are things that you might be like, oh, I really like that. No, I've always wanted to do that. Just give it a go. Try a passion, and it will help you. Trust me. Sometimes our anxiety feels like it's constricting us in so many different ways. And I think by having something like this, like I said, it just makes it just a little bit easier. And I think that's what you can do. I think have a passion, just try something different. Whatever makes you happy at the end of the day, isn't it? That's what I always sort of think about life. Whatever makes you happy, just try and go for it. No matter how ridiculous, no matter how out of reach it might be, just try. And if you fail, it's all right. It's not the end of the world, because you tried. I often think that with life. If you can try, as long as you say you tried at it and gave it a really good go, that's the most important thing, because then you can look back and go, that's all right, I gave it a go. That's it. That's the most important thing. And if anything, lessons in life like that are surely the most sort of key ones, because they lead up to other things. You sort of say, well, I tried that, didn't work. Tried that, didn't work. And that's pretty much what these videos are like, really. These videos are like basically saying, give this a try, see whether this works. If it works, great. If it helps a little bit, great. It's not, having a passion in life is nothing to be frowned upon. It's nothing to be sad about. You might want to pick up an instrument. You might want to learn some new keyboard skills. You might want to, I don't know, be a skateboarder. You might want to, just crazy little things. Just give it a go. And it doesn't matter how old you are. That was the final thing I wanted to mention, really, I suppose. It doesn't matter how old you are. Age is a pure number in this, especially when it comes to mental health and anxiety. Age in this if you've got it, you've got it. It doesn't matter how old you are, you got it. And when you got it, okay, right, that's it. You just got to keep trying. You know, try any technique. And maybe this technique might work for you. Have a passion, invest in it. You know, really give it a try and see. Because I guarantee, from what I've learnt with what I've done, it will help. It'll help. It might help in the smallest of ways, but that smallest of ways is better than not. You know, and if it encourages you to sort of wake up in the morning and go, right, okay, I've got this to do, want to try and do this, want to try and do this. And then set, like I said, set goals within that passion. Fantastic. And don't let anybody else stop you and tell you no. You are an amazing human being, no matter who's watching out there. And you're incredible of amazing things. You just don't know it yet. It doesn't matter how old you are. You could be 50. But, oh, I'm too old. No, you're not. You're an incredible individual. And we fortunately live now in a world where mental health and anxiety isn't a form of weakness. If anything, it is a form of strength. Because you're going through something a lot of people would hate to have. So you're doing it. And that's the most important thing. So you're very strong, no matter who you are. And you're an incredible individual, and embrace it. I always keep saying on these Tribe of the Offbeat videos, you're an individual, so express it. You don't have to blend in with the crowd. Be you. You know, be who you want to be and go for it. Okay? We only live once on this planet, and just take it. Just take it and go and run with it, and do not look back. Keep going. All right? So, hopefully those words have really helped you. And thank you as always. Keep the support for the channel. Like we said, you know, it's still early days. And it is also a channel which will probably be developing, you know, onwards and more onwards. And we won't have these weird sort of like videos where I'm just sort of swaying from side to side like this, talking about my mental health and all these types of problems. We'll be talking about different things that might be challenging. And we'll just keep going, you know. We're a tribe after all. That's what we do. We look after each other. So thank you. And hopefully it's helped. So get a passion. Come on, go out there, get a passion. Lift your head up. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. And go. Run. And like I said, don't look back. Do what makes you happy and go with it. No matter how low you are right now, doesn't matter. Just do it, okay? Just go, get it, and go. Make you happy, all right? Because by making you happy, makes others around you happy, and it creates an incredible vibe, all right? Because we know the world is a miserable place as it is. So if you can come through this and fight, do it, all right? Thank you, and take care away. And I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.